Hello friends, welcome to a new video from the channel. In today's video, we are going to introduce the new rainbow operator, named TUBARÁO. To do this, we are going to look at the psychological report made by Doc, who enlisted him in the squad. And it says like this: the real name of TUBARÁO is Isaac Nunes Oliveira, and he was born on November 24th in Ponta Delgada, Portugal. Nunes lived a turbulent childhood in the Azores archipelago, where earthquakes and underwater eruptions constantly shook communities, teaching him the value of mutual aid. He managed to apply this lesson to all aspects of his life, even as a novice athlete in cycling and canoeing, where he often turned around, sacrificing his own performance, to help teammates who were struggling or had suffered mishaps. Through boat trips with his father, Nunes formed a connection with the ocean, something that would chart the course of his career. He always wanted to help with sailing and boat repairs, and discovered the feeling of freedom through water skiing, a desire to weigh anchor that could only be satisfied by leaving home. His path was clear, and he headed to the mainland to pursue a career in the Marines. Nunes stood out for his ease of learning new skills, and his physical condition was on par with that of his teammates. He held high esteem for his innate leadership ability and his commitment to civil security. After transitioning and gathering enough experience, he enrolled in selection training to join the DAE. His humanitarian perspective was of great relevance when he worked in the civil sphere, and sometimes he returned to his native archipelago. The freeze grenades that Nunes created to prevent the detonation of explosives caused quite a stir, and were what made specialist Gustav Doc Kateb want to recruit him for Rainbow. Unstable elements, explosives, diseases, extremists, are one of the biggest risk factors in our field of work. I know what it's like to lose a friend to something I can't control. You can't expect any other result. No prayer will stop the march of death. It is people like specialist Isaac TUBARÁO Nunes Oliveira who make the difference, finding new ways to take control and ensure that everyone can return home. When I read the performance reports from his time in the DAE, I was very impressed by his insistence that having resources to contain hostile activity and protect residential areas and civilians, whether VIPs or not, had to be properly considered in the overall cost of a mission. In one operation, a group of smugglers Nunes was chasing captured a small marina and threatened to blow it up. The situation was at a stalemate until he deployed his invention, which caused the bomb to malfunction and gave his team the opportunity they needed to neutralize the hostiles. Nunes knows when to be patient and when to attack. Risk measurement is crucial, and an inferior specialist would not have been able to resolve this crisis without casualties and with minimal material damage. Nunes shares a lot of experience and interests with specialist Craig Blackbeard Jensen, whom he trained with years ago in one of their unit's many joint exercises. I've never heard two grown men laugh so much. I guess you can say that people with similar tastes end up taking similar career paths. When I asked Jensen his opinion on recruiting Nunes, I was very surprised by his response. Every man is different. Tubbs is trans, so he's had to fight twice as hard for his position. He's unbreakable. You have to let him do your thing. Nunes' resilience is vital, but what I find most important is that, no matter the situation, he fervently believes in both his empathy and the skills that make him a high-level specialist. That's what makes him a Wolf Guard. TUBARÁO belongs to the Rainbow's defending team, specifically to the Wolf Guard squad. His strengths are anti-device and entry blocking. His special ability is the Zoto cylinder, a throwable device that can slow down enemies, freeze devices to stop their deployment and use. Additionally, it also leaves footprints if walked on the frozen area. As a primary weapon, he can carry the MPX submachine gun or the AR-15.50 assault rifle. His secondary weapon is the P226 Mk25 handgun. He can carry either C4 explosives or alarms for devices, and as mentioned before, the special Zoto cylinder device. What are the advantages and disadvantages of TUBARÁO's ability? Well, according to the report, the advantages are as follows. First, it is a hard breachers counter. Second, it freezes the abilities of other operators. Third, it freezes electronic and mechanical devices. As for the disadvantages, we find that Zoto devices do not distinguish between allies and enemies. They also slow down allies. And the freezing only lasts 12 seconds, after which the devices and abilities of the operators will work again. With this, we conclude the introduction of this defender. I invite you to subscribe and leave a like if you enjoyed the video. To say goodbye, I'm going to leave you with the trailer of TUBARÁO and the new season. See you in the next episode. Bye-bye.
TUBARÁO, come in. Are you still tailing Deimos' men from the Heartbreaker?
Affirmative. And you never guess where I am. Thunderbird, they have hostages.
I'm a few minutes out.
We don't have time. They don't have time.
Go. I'm on my way.
I was too late. We have to stop Deimos.
Well, now we know where he's going next.
Emerald Plains.